Hi, I am Dr. Animesh Shah. I am a clinical oncologist, and today we'll be discussing about early stage breast cancer. So, according to National Cancer Institute definition, breast cancer is a cancer which forms in the tissues of breast. So, when it is confined to the breast tissue or has got limited spread to the same-sided axillary lymph gland, it is called early stage breast cancer, but it has not spread to any distant organs. So according to Globocon data 2020, breast cancer is the commonest cancer affecting women worldwide, which comprises of about 24.5% of all cancers worldwide in women. It is also the most common cause of cancer-related death among women, which accounts for 15.5% of all cancer-related death. In India in 2020, there are about 1.8 lakh new cases of breast cancer with about 90,000 deaths from breast cancer. So there are various risk factors which can lead to breast cancer development. So number one is reproductive factor, which includes early menarche and late menopause. Also late age of first childbirth and nulliparity, which means having no child, also increases the risk of breast cancer development. Number two, exposure to radiation. So it has been seen that those patients who have received radiotherapy to the chest as a part of lymphoma treatment during their childhood, they are at increased risk of developing breast cancer at a later age. Number three, exogenous hormones. The Million Women study has shown that hormone replacement therapy users are at increased risk of developing breast cancer than non-users. It has been shown that those patients who have taken estrogen progesterone combination, they are at higher risk of developing breast cancer than those who have taken estrogen alone. And there are also a risk associated with increased duration of hormone replacement therapy. Dietary factor. So obesity also increases the risk of breast cancer development by 50% in post-menopausal women. Number five is genetic factor. It has been seen that breast cancer gets doubled when a first degree relative is affected with breast cancer. There is also higher risk if more than one first degree relative is affected with breast cancer at a younger age. Breast cancer can also develop from mutation in one or more of the critical genes like BRCA1, BRCA2, TP53. BRCA1 mutation accounts for roughly about 2% of all breast cancer, but it has been seen that if a BRCA1 mutation is present, the woman is at risk of developing breast cancer by 35 to 85% in her lifetime. And that woman is also at risk of developing ovarian cancer by about 60%. BRCA2 mutation accounts for about 1% of breast cancer, but when it is present, it increases the lifetime risk of breast cancer development by 20 to 60%. So symptoms of breast cancer include any swelling or lump in the breast, any changes in the skin of the breast like redness, ulceration, any changes in nipple like retraction, ulceration, any swelling in the underarms or any swelling in the arms might be a presentation of breast cancer. Screening literally means checking for cancer or abnormal cells that might become cancer in people who do not have any symptoms of the cancer. So it has been seen that cancer detected by breast cancer screening is often detected at an early stage. If detected early, they can be treated easily and they might need less treatment, and often this cancer gets cured. So there are different screening methods or programs in different countries. In developed countries like UK, Women 50 years or more have mammography every 3 yearly. In people who have got a high risk of breast cancer development because of their family history, should start screening at their 40s. If someone is at further high risk of developing breast cancer because of their gene mutation, they should start their screening earlier. For example, in patient who got a TP53 mutation, they should have their screening started from age of 20 with the annual MRI of the breast. And those who have got BRCA1 or BRCA2 mutation should have their screening started at the age of 30 with the annual MRI again. The primary treatment for early stage breast cancer is surgery. Surgery might involve removing the entire breast with the lymph glands of the underarms, which is also called mastectomy, or it might also involve removing the tumor and lymph gland of the underarms, which is called breast conservation surgery. In terms of outcome, both are equally good, but breast conservation surgery is cosmetically better and it is gaining popularity worldwide. In very early stage breast cancer patient, we sometimes do a sentinel lymph node biopsy, which means checking for whether the cancer in the breast has spread to underarms or not, and whether there is any need to remove the glands of the underarms completely or not. So after surgery, we look into the biopsy reports, and we take into account of various risk factors that includes tumor size, tumor grade, any spread to lymph gland, ERP or HER2 status, lymphovascular invasion, age of the patient, menopausal status. So we take all this into account and decide whether any further treatment is required or not. But most patients would need some form of chemotherapy. In very early stage patient with minimal or no risk factor, in this group of patients we sometimes do some gene profile assay, for example Oncotype DX or EndoPredict or ProSigna, to decide whether this group of patients would benefit from chemotherapy or not. So after mastectomy, whether a patient will need adjuvant radiotherapy or not, that depends on various factors, and there are various coding systems to decide on that. As an oncologist, sometimes we use a Cambridge score to decide whether the patient will need radiotherapy after that or not. This usually helps to reduce the risk of recurrence. After breast conservation surgery, most patients would need a radiotherapy. When radiotherapy is contemplated, usually 3 to 4 weeks course of radiotherapy is given. A hypofractionated course of radiotherapy over 3 to 4 weeks has become standard worldwide. For left-sided breast cancer, sometimes we use deep inspiratory breath hold technique or voluntary breath hold technique. This technique has been shown to reduce the dose to heart and subsequent cardiac side effects. If a patient is HER2 positive, sometimes we use a targeted therapy or an antibody treatment with a special drug called trastuzumab. And if a patient is ERPR positive, we use 8 to 10 years of hormone therapy. In some patients with larger tumor, we sometimes use chemotherapy with or without targeted antibody treatment before surgery. It helps us to reduce the tumor size and breast conservation surgery to happen. Most patients with early stage breast cancer can be cured with available treatment. The expected 5-year survival for early stage breast cancer patient can range between 70 to 90%. Although there are certain factors which can help us to predict the outcome, and there are certain prognostic index, like Nottingham Prognostic Index is one such index which helps us to predict the outcome of early stage breast cancer patient. And this index takes into account the tumor size, the tumor grade, the lymph nodal spread, and helps us to predict how early stage breast cancer patient would behave. Thank you for watching.